Hi, welcome back to Man v Film. I'm going to be talking about Don't Torture a Duckling by Lucio Fulci. I picked this one up a while ago, pretty much because of Fulci's name. I knew him as the director of such movies like City of the Living Dead or The Beyond, House by the Cemetery, those kind of movies. I'd seen a few of his movies. Probably the one that made the biggest impression was The New York Ripper. Grimy, dirty, in your face, but fantastic. And I didn't really know a thing about this. I was getting into Giallo. This was like last year, I think, maybe the year before. I was picking up titles. Managed to pick up the one with the nice slipcase and with the booklet inside. This one, as if that really means anything yet for some reason. I'm glad I got them because it adds a little bit of content to this disc. And I threw this one on just on a whim. Thought, you know what? I'm in a giallo mood. I'm going to put on Don't Torture a Duckling, and wow, what a movie! What an absolutely unbelievable film. And I've literally just finished watching this one, and I'm still a little bit taken aback by what I've seen, because this is just so close to the knuckle. It just tackles so many taboo subjects. Some that I'll talk about, some that I won't. Most notably, this is about a child murderer in a small Italian town that is kind of gripped by superstition and fear. You know, the townsfolk are unsure what is happening. We have various components throughout the city. We have the police force, as always. And just a side note in these giallo movies, I do like that most of the time the police force are entirely capable. You know that they're smart individuals, they work things out, they investigate as they're done. But they're quite happy to just let journalists be part of the investigation team. We have a journalist in this one as well, and we have a recovering drug addict rich girl that lives in the kind of outskirts of town. Her father bought her this, or built her this fantastic house, and she is one of these characters that you just cannot ever get a grip on. She sexually terrorizes a few of the boys in this movie in really uncomfortable scenes. Now, there is one where one of the boys, Michele, is taking her a drink. She's lying naked, I guess as you do, and the boys keep his head down, drops off the drink, goes to leave, and she forces him to come closer to look at her, and she starts to ask all kind of weird questions. And it's just one of those odd, uncomfortable scenes that you get in these kind of movies that, yeah, does it really add anything? I don't really know. But we get the journalist who just instigates himself into this investigation with the police, and at first they're just kind of like, you've made some good points, I suppose you can help. And I really like the fact that they just do this thing. We get a priest who is in and out the story as well, because you know he's the pastor of the local church. He is the focal point of everything. There is also a woman that is living in the outskirts of town that seems to be feared as a witch. And for the longest part of this movie, it plays along as if there could be a supernatural element to this. But it's not. It's a deranged murderer that we get to fairly soonish. You realise that that's where it's headed. These kids are being killed off. We get lots of clues. There is lots of red herrings. There is lots of people that could possibly be subjects. But it is the daring manner of the subject matter that this tackles. You know, child killer. You get social justice and the predictable outcomes that happen from that. There is a death in this movie. Well, there's a couple. There's more than one. There is a death of a woman in this movie that is particularly vicious and horrific, and really does change your opinion of the townsfolk within this small town as they unleash some social justice that is just barbaric, horrendous, and unnecessary. There is a death of the culprit at the end, which is just unbelievable. when it begins, I was like, okay, I get it, but then damage is done to the body, then more damage, then more, and I'm just sitting there, mouth agape, shocked at what I was witnessing, in equal parts admiration as well, going, wow, they really are just punishing this person for what they have done. Like I said, there is a bit of child murder. There are several children in this movie that get killed. There is a great mystery at its heart. I love the location of the sun-bleached Italian town, the kind of old school rustic type of thing that you think of, or I do when I think of a small Italian town. You know, there's the white buildings, everybody's like kind of permanently tanned, they've got that olive skin, the kids are just running about in the sunshine. It just looks like a lovely place to be. You know, it's idyllic, but this horrific thing is happening there and has a grasp on the townsfolk. I absolutely adored this movie instantly, so much so that this very rarely happens. I felt I wanted to just talk about it immediately before things would escape my brain, but I've got a feeling this one's going to last with me. As far as Giallo movies go, this was a cut above. This was tremendous. There is other facets I would like to talk about. It has a kind of damning opinion of the church at certain points as well, through various means that I don't really want to get into just now because I haven't really formulated an opinion on that as yet. I just know there's a touching subject on there that I would like to think more about, and that is one of the best things about this movie. It leaves you with some very interesting thematics and opinions to mull over once the movie's done, which is great. You know, you get your entertainment and you get your afterthought, and this is a movie that I'm going to be thinking about for a while. Some great scenes, really well shot. I loved some of the vista shots. The movie opens with a nice landscape shot with this road that kind of spirals through it, before cutting to somebody digging up the body, the bones of a child. It's one of those just really shocking openings. Everything about this is designed to both shock, entertain, make you think. It's an elevated movie within this genre, I feel. Lucio Fulci, again, I feel almost like a lottery winner of sorts. I'm starting to delve into these Italian directors, their filmographies, and it's for me, it is entirely something that I love, and I am fascinated with each one that I kind of stumble across, and I just can't believe how good these movies are and how much they're just enjoyable. I really particularly love this one. I'd love more recommendations of Italian directors or movies or these similar type movies. If you have any, you guys are extremely knowledgeable about these type of things. Let me know in the comment box below. I'd really appreciate that. And I'll see you next time on Man vs. Film.